This is the True Linkswear All Day Knit 4, and I think it is the ultimate golf vacation shoe. Today, I'm gonna tell you what I like about it, what I don't. I'm gonna compare it to the Knit 2s and Knit 3s, the previous version of this shoe, and we're gonna talk about what brought me here, because it's been a very odd journey the last week or so. So let's talk about it. Okay, so first let me just tell you what this shoe is. This is a golf shoe. It's a golf shoe. It's more like a golf lifestyle shoe. This is not a shoe you're gonna wanna run out and play like 36 holes a day in, but if you are taking a vacation and you know you're gonna play like a little bit of golf, maybe you're playing, a few emergency nines, you're going out and you're playing cart golf on a resort golf course, but you don't wanna pack a separate pair of golf shoes, boom. This is what you want, because not only are they sufficient on a golf course, totally fine on a golf course, not gonna be the most traction, not gonna be the most stable by any means, but totally fine to play a decent round of cart golf. You can also wear them anywhere. If you need to wear them to the gym, if you wanna wear them to the beach, if you wanna wear them around town, no matter what you wanna do, these things work. So pretty much any trip I take where there's going to be a mix of golf, beach, vacation, walking around town, I pretty much always pack a pair of these, or one of the previous models as well. So we're gonna talk about what some of those differences are. But before we talk about that, I wanna talk about where I am now, because the last week has been a little bonkers. So we came down to Mexico a little over a week ago to start out at Nauka Golf Club. So Nauka is one of the most insane clubs I have ever been to. It's one of those places with very few members, very insane views, and a club experience that is just second to none. You got 3 comfort stations on the course, making some of the best food I have ever had. You have a spectacular beach club with one of the biggest pools I've ever seen overlooking the ocean. And you have a Tom Fazio golf course that appeals to not only PGA Tour players, but is also extremely friendly for families as well. While we were there, my wife and daughter had the entire course to ourselves, and let's just say it was one of the more enjoyable and memorable golf experiences I have had as a golf dad, golf husband, if you will. So we did that for 3 days. True Linkswear in tow, wearing them all over the place. Then we came down to a town called Barra del Navidad, which is where some good friends of ours spend 6 months out of the year. It's actually the town that I'm looking at right now. The plan was to spend 4 days, and then we're gonna head back up north to Punta Mita to shoot some YouTube videos around the Punta Mita golf courses and the Punta Mita experience. Well, if you've been paying attention to the news over the last few weeks, you might have noticed that there's a little bit of unrest down here in Mexico that we kind of got caught in the middle of. For the previous 2 days, we've been sheltering in place. All transportation has been canceled, and so we were just kind of stuck down here in Barra del Navidad, which, to be fair, is not the worst place in the world to be stuck, and there are a lot of other people that are going through much larger issues than we are right now. But it's been a couple days since that unrest happened. We had to check out of our Airbnb, and we're not going to be able to get back up to our flight in Puerto Vallarta until tomorrow. So fingers crossed everything stays calm and stays smooth, but we had to check out of the Airbnb, figure out where to go. Well, right across the inlet here, like a 5-minute water taxi ride, is this place, Isla Navidad. And this place is wild. This is a massive resort that was built in the late 90s, and when it was built, they had ideas of it being like one of the greatest resorts in the entire world. Well, I'm not sure what happened between 1997 and 2026, but let's just say, it's a little rough around the edges these days. Honestly, it's one of the more odd resort experiences I've had in a while, because this building is absolutely spectacular. The grounds are landscaped and lush and beautiful. You can tell when the rooms were built, everything was top of the line, very expensive. A lot of money went into this place, but now it's a little odd, a little musty. And the golf course that's here, while I haven't seen it yet, I'm told is not necessarily in the best shape. That being said, it's been fun to be here. The pools have been a ton of fun, and I'm enjoying my last day here in paradise. But there's a good chance you don't really care about my little travel vlog here, so let's get back to the shoes at hand. So True Linkswear still sells both the Knit 2s, which came out like 7 years ago. They sell the Knit 3s, and they sell the newest version, the Knit 4s. So let's talk real quick about what the differences are and why you might buy one of the other models versus one of the new ones. So the Knit 2s, to me, feel like the lightest weight shoe. They're the least supportive, but they're also arguably the most comfortable. I still have a pair of Knit 2s that I've had since they first came out, and I love them. I still wear them all the time. I don't wear them a ton on the golf course, but at least 2 or 3 times a year, I'm traveling somewhere where I'm only gonna play like 9 holes of golf or 18 holes of golf, and that's what I'll wear. So they're the lightest weight, they're the most comfortable, probably the least good for golf. Then you have the Knit 3s. The Knit 3s are more stable. I think they look the best of all three versions of this, but they have an insole that's a little like grippy. There was like an era where True had certain insoles that just kind of like stuck to your socks. And so when you're wearing socks with them, they just weren't the most comfortable at first. After you wear them for a little while, it tends to be a non-issue, but it's something that I noticed, and it's something that's kept me from wearing the Knit 3s more than I have. That being said, the fact that they're more stable, better for golf, and I think they look the best, still has them in my rotation. I specifically have like a forest green and orange colorway. I'm not sure if they are still selling those or not, but I think of all of the Knit series, that is my favorite model to date. And that brings us to these. These are the new Knit 4s, which I feel like kind of take all the best parts of both of those shoes and roll them into one. The insole feels improved, much more comfortable when you're golfing and wearing socks with them. It definitely feels like they've improved some of the touch points. The mesh feels higher quality. They've got a nice suede up front, and having multiple materials just makes it feel higher end. So overall, I think this is the most polished of the Knit series. They did definitely up the branding a little bit. You've got True here, you've got True here. On the back, it says True Knit 4. I could take that or leave it. I still think that the 3s are overall a better looking shoe for my personal taste, but overall, True did a really, really good job with these shoes. Now, one of the things that's great is they still sell all 3 of these models, and you will find the price varying wildly. I've seen them for as high as like $169 and for as low as like $59. So it varies wildly depending on models, sales, coupon codes. We have a coupon code I will link below that I believe saves you 15%. Sometimes that will even work on sale pricing, so give it a shot depending on what you are seeing. But my best recommendation when it comes to these shoes is, one, I think you should have a pair. I honestly believe, like I said, best vacation shoe. If you're looking for a do-anything vacation shoe that you can also golf in occasionally, I think these are excellent. I would find the style that you just like the look of the best. All 3 of these, they're not that much different. Like I said, the 3s and the 4s are going to be a little bit better for golf, and they're going to have a little bit more stability, but the 2s are lighter weight. They're easier, in my opinion, to wear without socks, maybe a little bit more comfortable if you do that. So I would just find a pair that is a good price, that you like the look of, and I think you are going to be really, really happy. But all that to say, it has been a wild 10 days. I am very ready to get home. I have been gone far more in 2026 than I have been home, and I think I've got 15 boxes that are currently sitting in my entryway of products to review. So you're going to be seeing a lot of new stuff coming from me over the coming weeks and months, and to be honest, I'm really excited to get back into it because, well, there hasn't been as much golf on this trip as I was expecting there to be, and so I'm looking forward to going and playing more and reviewing some of these new products. So hopefully by the time you see this, I will have gotten home safely. To be honest, now that I think about it, you will only see this if I have, in fact, gotten home safely. So if you're watching this, good news. We're good. We made it home. Life is good. My name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Breaking 80. We're going to talk about cool golf products and cool golf courses. If you are still trying to figure out which golf shoes are right for you, go take my 30-second quiz. You're going to answer a few questions around what you were looking for, and I'm going to give you my best recommendation on the shoes that I think are the best fit for your needs. I will also link to some of my content where I talk about some of my different favorite golf shoes that are currently out there in the market, so you can find that link below as well. With that, I hope you have an excellent day, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.